and finest.
So be sure to log on each week on Wednesday at 7 p.m. to catch Speaking the Facts with Charlie and JR.
Tune in.
What's up, everybody? We are back. This is Speaking the Facts with Charlie and JR. And of course, I am JR. I have my lovely co-host and daughter sitting next to me. What's up, Charlie?
Hey, Dad. How you doing?
Hey, I'm above ground, so it is all
It's
good.
a good day.
That's right. That's right. It is a good day to be alive. Of course, all the other ones were too, you know.
Amen. Exactly.
know?
Exactly.
I want to go ahead and get the housekeeping out of the way because
Yes.
we were remiss in that. This our podcast, Speaking the Facts with Charlie and JR, is brought to you by Kiss Wealth Now. Kiss
Yes.
Wealth Now is available and ready to take care of all of your residential and commercial real estate needs.
Yes.
Tell them how to get in touch with Kiss Wealth Now.
I know, right? How do you get in touch with me? My phone number 214-738-4913. Also, you can go to my website, Kiss Wealth Now, all together. And I'm on all the social media platforms under Charlamagne Armstrong. So if you have questions about rates that have gone down and what your house payment can be and down payment assistance, all that good stuff, I'm your girl. I'm going to break it down for you.
And notice she said rates going down. That was a hint, y'all. Yeah, rates going down.
Rates are going
and,
down. You need to
and
take advantage
down
of
payment
that.
assistance and all that. So again,
Yes.
Kiss Wealth Now, 214-738-4913.
There you have it. That's been my number for forever too. I thought about the other day. I was like, how long have I had that number? A long time.
Yep, and kisswealthnow.com all together, right?
That's right, all together.
There you go. We got Gabe on the knobs and faders.
Yes,
What's up,
he's
Gabe?
been missed.
What's up? What's up?
Away.
What's going on, yeah?
Hey, man, it is good to see you, my brother. It's good that you are back.
It's good
Yes.
to be back.
We are confident what's going on over there behind that desk today. And I'm actually glad you have a mic, Gabe, because what we're going to do today, as you can see, there's no one sitting
Right. Yeah.
in between us. We are,
Yeah.
we are.
Casper.
That's right. We
couldn't
are.
find it. Nobody wanted to come on today, but that's
That's right.
okay.
That's right. All your begging did no good this
All
week.
my begging did. I beg every week. I said, can you please come on, please? And today we're like, but it made me think. I said, we have not had a recap.
We haven't.
So,
So-
we need to use this day for that.
For a recap. That's right. We're gonna recap some of the podcasts that we've done. And if you guys have one that you like, call in. Let's talk about it. What's the Skype number, Gabe, by the way?
It's,
214
214
214.
777 9311. I'm just teasing.
Yeah. that was an 80s song.
4678. Yeah.
What is it?
214-717-4678.
Oh, I was close.
214-717
Right. It's a lot of
4678.
Yep.
It's 717-4678. So if we're talking about a podcast that you remember and liked and you want to talk, chime in, feel free to do so. If you maybe learned something from one of them podcasts and want to talk about it, or I guess I have to throw this out there. Even if we rubbed you the wrong way and you want to let us know, let us know. Like I said, we got I have to take care of the last little bit of housekeeping, especially since the third part of our crew is here.
Yes. I think she should run through here like
That's right.
she's going, like
our
Oh,
altar.
Lord.
Oh, she's running through. There she is. Oh, see that? Y'all saw that whoosh.
I know. I think she should go right here so y'all can see her. Just run through real quick. Like that went so fast.
But I will acknowledge our alter egos. We are the Fly Guy and the Fly Girls. I am. Don't call it a comeback because I've been fly. This is Fly Money over here, and our producer Kim just came in, and she is this shit's fly. What's up, Kim?
What's up?
See, she getting loud now.
She got loud, yeah.
And I think that Kim has her grandson with her, so she is all smiles while she is taking care of the grandson. So
right, yes.
But yeah, we're gonna do some recapping, and since Gabe has engineered a lot of our shows and he has even been a guest on a couple of them, we are going to get his opinion on maybe one that he remembered or something about one that he remembered, even if it's one that he's on or one that he was just in the room for.
Well, Dad, I have a question because he's hooking us up right now, but I have a question for you.
Okay.
And so we have had a lot of shows. We've talked about a lot of topics. So what was your favorite show, or what show do you remember the most? and that you really felt maybe, you know, it was information that you knew that you wanted to share with other people that fired you up? Like, what was your favorite show?
You know, I've been trying to think about that. Actually, some of my favorites are some of the earlier ones that we did on StreamYard. Some of them.
Okay.
I do. But as far as the ones that we've done in studio, I think that definitely the one that we did on the Chef Rod. Like I said, I really just got a lot out of you know, his passion.
We need to have him come back
for
too.
cooking. Yeah, you know,
yes.
I learned a little about regional cooking, you know, because
right.
you know, because cooking in different regions of the country, you know, there are different flavors.
Like different types of, you know, chicken fried rice is different, you know, where he's from versus here.
Yeah. You know,
and then I saw him a couple of weeks ago, and he had came up to Thibodeau's, and he had oxtail fried rice. I was like, man, I missed out on that. Yeah,
see, I don't even eat meat, and that sounds.
I know
delicious.
oxtail fried rice.
Where is this at?
I know, right? So he, I will have to give you his information.
Yeah.
We want him to come back. Are you back? Are you back for a while?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna reach out to him and see maybe if he can come up here and bring us some oxtail fried rice, and we can eat and talk about it. Y'all can set it. I won't smack. I will eat, and then Dad, we'll have him add you some vegan.
I was gonna say I will watch and drool.
No. We'll have him make you some vegan oxtails.
Some box tails. Huh?
So talking about tails, I was on the phone with Kim the other morning. I was at the grocery store at HEB, the new one down in Mansfield, and I'm just looking, you know, and I was like, does that say smoked turkey tails? And smoked turkey, and I get closer, and it said smoked turkey tails. So I told Kim, I said, hey, I should make this with some rice with some brown gravy, and I'll put the tail next to the brown gravy over the rice. You know, that'd be like a whole complete meal. And she was like, nah, I'm good. So I just, you know, I'm like, I've never seen smoked turkey tail. So Dad, I know you've never had one, and
well, no,
and it doesn't sound.
And as a matter of fact, when you said that, I got to tell you what I envisioned. Norbert, you know, the movie, the scene
ass.
where who's eating the turkey ass?
Yeah. And the little ass was perched up there.
Yeah, it was just sitting up there. Yeah.
So, I know. I guess you can smoke everything. The tail too.
They do it with the pigs. So.
I know it. Right.
Hey,
I mean,
from the
rooter to the tutor. Yeah.
And,
so so I agree with you. That was a good show, and we definitely got to have him. So Rod, if you are watching, just know that we are reaching out. We need some vegan oxtails for Dad, and then everybody else, we want the real deal.
Another one of my favorites was one that Gabe did with us.
The
2-part on music.
Yes.
We covered a lot of ground. We really did, from a lot of different, from perspectives. And Gabe is very knowledgeable on music. So, so Gabe, I mean, I think I'll ask you. Does one of our podcasts stick out for you?
With the exception of the one that I was on.
With the exception. But you can use that one though. It's this,
that's top one.
That's
top one.
Yeah.
But outside of that, probably my favorite was actually the chocolate covered strawberry.
Oh yeah. But Lorraine, that's my daughter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
that was probably my favorite.
And those were decent.
Those were very good. So Lorraine, if you're watching, to get some more than strawberries, or bring them back down. Gabe would be very, very happy to see you.
That's right. Yeah, those are decent. Those are good. Mm-hmm. And I had chocolate covered apples that day. I'm gonna say my favorite, which I actually learned a lot, was estate sales, and I'm still friends with Patricia. Kim is actually partnered with Patricia on a lot of things. So Patricia, if you're watching, she does estate sales, and we learned so much that day, because estate sales are not just for death, and I honestly thought when I saw this, I'm like, ooh, somebody died, I did not even think that it was for divorce, or to free up debt.
Yeah.
Or if you're just downsizing even, it just doesn't have to. Yeah. Displacement. Yeah. So
Kim said, "Get it right."
Get it right. I am, Yeah. So, and so Kim is not going to be allowed to tell us her favorite unless she comes on
She
camera
got to come on
and
camera.
says, "My favorite was which one? 4 girls and a guy, 4 guys and a girl." Oh, break for grandmothers.
Break for grandmothers. Okay.
Yeah. Now so y'all, a break for grandmothers. We definitely want to have them come back too. A break for grandmothers was one that was awesome because so many grandparents do take care
Raise their
of their grandchildren.
Were you hip to that one, Gabe?
He was not.
You weren't here.
I was
Huh?
here, no.
Yeah, we had a couple of ladies on who are seniors themselves, but they have a nonprofit called A Break for Grandmothers.
Oh, wow.
And what they do is they take a grandmother that is nominated,
That's right.
one grandmother a month, and then they throw a dinner and they give them gifts and they just kind of pamper them. Grandfathers too, but grandmothers and grandfathers who are raising their grandchildren.
Right.
And she mentioned one grandmother that was 80-some years old that had gotten her 8-year-old grandchild out of CPS.
Oh, wow.
And so the hoops she had to jump through to get a child out of CPS.
Right.
So very, very worthy organization.
Yes.
Besides the estate, because I learned a lot from the estate sale too. In fact, I went to an estate sale that Patricia and Kim were working on afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
you went downtown. There was a lady who was getting rid of some things because she wanted to bring in new furniture. She was trying to update her Airbnbs.
Yeah. So
I know what he be doing. I be
she be keeping tabs on me. Gabe, I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Which one? Nate Willis? Nick Willis. Okay. What was the topic?
Kim is telling Dad that he enjoyed Nick Willis, and so because Dad's 67, he sometimes he forgets. Sometimes
see, I gave you,
and so I would be remiss if I did not mention his age while we're recapping.
Yes, while we're recapping, let's recap my age.
So obviously, Nick, no shade, maybe not quite. I'm teasing. No, maybe not the favorite. Yeah. So basically, So Nick, if you're watching, basically he wrote a book about, one was marriage, and then the other was, being basically being married but emotionally divorced.
Right. I'm in the house now.
Yeah. And then the other thing was having a nonprofit to make sure that he's helping young men who don't have fathers, because he actually shared that he didn't learn how to read until a very later, and I can't remember how late it was, but a latter years that he learned how to read, even because he said he was learning from his brothers. Remember?
Yeah.
There was, I think it was 4 or 5 of them. So yes, that was actually a very, very good show, and a show that even I was transparent on. So I feel like good part about the show is that we get to learn, and then we get to be transparent. We get to share things about ourselves, and we get to grow through that.
Yeah. I think one of the podcasts I think was powerful for me too was what's my man's name that was on here that had just had a heart attack 5 or 6 months before?
Yes. Yes. Men's health.
Yeah, we were talking about men's health, and Gabe, this guy,
Andre.
He had, he just work, and we get off work, have a couple of drinks or whatever, but work. He was a truck driver, and he had gone to buy a car. He was at the car lot
with his brother,
and had a heart attack at the car lot buying a car. And
I told him the price.
That's sticker shock for you.
Was I there for this one? This sounds familiar. Maybe I watched it.
Maybe you watched it.
Maybe I watched it.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, just focusing on men's health. We had the psychologist on. That's when we was on StreamYard.
Yes, we had a male psychiatrist. We had a male counselor. Was he a psychologist or a counselor?
I think he's a psychologist. Yeah,
psychologist.
He's actually a doctor.
Yeah, a doctor. Yeah, and I remember he travels. He has a practice in the States and also in the Bahamas.
Or South America. South America.
Yes.
So
and then we've had some therapists and some coaches come in. I think one of the questions that was asked to me is like, why is your show name Speaking the Facts?
That
And
was a family question.
That was
huh?
a family question. And so I think the audience, maybe y'all may have the same question. Why is the show called Speaking the Facts? And so my answer to that family member was, the show is called Speaking the Facts because people come on and talk about factual information, and that is important to them. They're researching their business, they're researching their passion. So they're coming on here speaking facts that are
Right.
applicable to their business, you know?
Right.
And so we get to bring that to the audience. What is your reasoning behind the title? I mean, I know we agreed to it, but
Well, yeah, no, I mean, we agreed to it pretty quickly. You know, I mean, 2 + 2 can be 22. You know what I'm saying? So
and how many people are in the mix?
you know, yeah. So facts are most time relative, even if they're subjective. You know, even if they're
Right.
objective around the open, they are
Right.
still kind of relative in most cases.
Right.
So, you know, but speaking the truth as we know it to be. You know, and
Right.
that's what it means to me.
Right.
You know,
And
just
speaking the opinion probably wouldn't have been as catchy.
no.
You know, no. You know, everybody
That's-
has one, you know, but
that's-
we pray and hopeful that we are bringing, you know, factual information, and we are. I mean, we get a lot of feedback from our people who are watching the show.
I think, Gabe, you participated on one that we were talking about relationships too. Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I was gonna mention that. That was another one of my favorite ones. Not because I was on it, but just the conversation.
Oh, just the
across it.
conversation. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that was definitely
Yeah.
one
What's
of-
expected for young millennials and relationships, and you know.
All that.
So you just came from DC, right, Gabe?
Yeah.
You were tell the folks where you were at and what you were doing.
Yeah, so I mean, I went to DC for like 2.5 months. I was doing an internship at a company called Sound Exchange. It's actually on my hat right now.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, what Sound Exchange does essentially is they handle royalties and all of that stuff for artists. They deal with specifically sound recordings, which is pretty much radio royalties.
Uh-huh.
So the whole goal of Sound Exchange is to get artists paid.
Okay.
Which is really, really cool because it was funny. I was talking to Howard Scott a few minutes ago, and he was telling me, he's like, "Oh man, you was at Sound Exchange, like I
He
love
said,
their
"Yeah, they
checks,
get you
like
paid. I was out
they
there,
pay
yeah."
me, yeah." He's like, they get you paid. So I'm like, it's really cool to be a part of a company that really focuses on like and values artists.
Yeah.
Yes.
Values,
Yeah.
some fairness, you know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know,
Exactly. And that's important. I mean, obviously, you know, music is not my forte. That's y'all's thing. But to go have that experience and see that, you know, you're helping people create wealth from their work, and that's important
Mhm.
because we know that we listen to music forever. Amen. You know,
Yeah,
there's songs that are 100 years old. You know, that we're
Yeah,
we're
see, there
singing.
she goes
you know?
again.
I was just
Um,
saying, you know.
So
Yeah.
talking about relationships for a minute, because that was a very good topic. You've been to DC for a couple months and you come back. Has your perspective on relationships changed any, Gabe?
Did he bring anybody back? You know, anybody,
mean-
you know, a pen pal, new pen pal?
Well, I mean, I do have a girlfriend now, so like,
Oh,
okay.
I mean, she's from here though. It don't really. Well, she's not from here. She's actually from DMV area, but she lives out here. I met her before I went there.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
right. So she
Okay.
can tell you all the good spots to eat.
Yeah.
Don't go here.
Yeah. I mean, she's from Maryland, so she's not from DC. So
Yeah.
she don't know DC like that.
Right,
I was
yeah.
in DC.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it's cool. I mean, my perspective hasn't really changed much. But I mean, just my circumstances have
Your
changed.
circumstances
Right,
change.
Yeah.
You know.
I
So
love
how is it being in a relationship, because you weren't in one for a while, right?
Yeah, for like probably 2 or 3 years. It's easy, surprisingly.
Mhm.
Like it's an easy transition with this one. Like I don't feel like anything is altered. Like my whole, like I still feel like I can focus on work. I can still focus on what I'm doing, and then
That's important.
like 'cause
It's an
she has her own
addition,
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
not a subtraction.
She has her own
Exactly. She has
life
her
and
own
aspirations, and,
everything.
and it's not necessarily looking to be validated or to live off of yours.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I love that. Well, and Gabe, just so you know, Dad's in a new relationship as well. You know,
Hey, it's a new
second time,
old-
second time around. You know,
I was thinking the same thing. Second time around.
So he's revisiting,
You spun the block on them, huh?
yeah. So he's back.
Well, I mean, it's funny that life will do that to you, though. You make the block and then you realize that, maybe the way things were, wasn't as bad or chaotic as you thought they were after you it's like you get out there.
You got some different Windex on, them glasses,
It's funny, Gabe, but we were at Charlamagne and I were at what was the name of that event?
My event?
Was it your event? No, it was that was the event, the relationship thing. What was it?
That's now my age is coming. I'm about to turn 50,
That's right.
So I can't remember what.
That's right. See,
what event was it?
See, the one that you had the panel. You were part of the panel.
Oh yeah. The great relationship conversation. The conversation. Yes. See, I remember now.
Yes, and I met someone I met several people when I was there. There were some very beautiful women there. I mean, not just aesthetically, but they were beautiful people.
Yeah.
But I met this one woman and she was really gorgeous. Just
And I forbid him to talk to her.
And she, and I'm not making light of her situation. Just how it all just kind of came at me like a train kind of. She had lost 2 husbands and 3 sons. So when I
heard that news,
she heard that, it was like you will not speak to her again. And so that was an interesting night.
Yeah. And it was just like, whoa, yeah. So and which is, again, everyone's trauma is different, and again, not to make light of it,
to make light, right?
Yeah, but she was very like, hey, I'm in a healing space. All these people are like,
right.
So yeah. Now, what do you think? Because we've been doing this show for a year and some change. We've been talking about it, and it's grown. What do you think the next year is going to bring for the show?
Well, the first thing I'm looking for is paid sponsorship.
Oh yeah, let's put that out there.
That's the first thing I'm looking for is paid sponsorship.
Yeah.
But along with that, refining what we do so that it is more, it can reach a broader audience.
Mm-hmm.
I am looking forward to just all of our growth. I'm looking forward to Kim's growth. I'm looking forward to Gabe's growth. I'm looking forward to all of our. That's what did you get? Oh, Kim told us it's as tall as she's gonna get.
Yeah.
So
she's done growing.
She's done growing. Well, you see, I said that left you open for the not this way, but this way joke. But see, but I didn't do that. See?
I know, right? Yeah, it's like you can grow this way. There's room to expand.
Don't always mean vertical.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right. She said it will be natural, that growth, and I see that. I definitely I'm loving the audience. I'm loving the people who have coming on the show, but definitely looking to bring more topics to the forefront. You know, and maybe even some little bit more touchier topics. Maybe we haven't had an attorney on yet. I know, right? We haven't had an attorney on yet, and we haven't had, plastic surgeon on next. We got to put these things out there. We want, because we are for the people, and
Kim said, "What you trying to say?" She said, "Plastic surgeon."
Yeah. Even a makeup artist, or a graphic design artist, or
maybe we could push the camera back, and maybe you can show. Maybe I can exercise with you, and you can show people what you do in the morning. And
definitely, I'm definitely exercising.
Yeah, she exercises 3 times a week at least.
I sometimes I try to for sure. I get 2 days in, no matter what. But I definitely try to. My cardio is roller skating. I love going roller skating. I'm trying to get that back into the mix of me going at least on Thursday. And if I don't make it Thursday, I'll make it on Sunday. And when I'm roller skating, you burn in 1 hour, you burn 700 calories like that, and you don't even feel that you're doing it.
Are you a roller skater, Gabe?
I have been previously. I don't know what I'm capable of today.
Right. Yeah. Well, let me let you know if you're celebrating the 923 birthday.
Yeah.
Everybody, we're roller skating. So
Okay.
I know,
Uh-oh.
right? The outfits are fly.
Okay then.
Well, I gave that as an official invite to the 923 bash. You know,
I'll
these
be
two were
pulling.
born on the same day, right?
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
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 So
You know,
yeah, so we're gonna have a whole month. I think we're gonna probably start after 8/23. We're gonna start celebrating and start this whole month celebration leading up to our day. I'm not sure what day we're going roller skating. Thursday. Okay, we're going on a Thursday. But what date? We don't know that yet, huh? We hadn't planned that. Okay.
So we're inviting y'all out to the roller
Yeah,
skating.
if you want to come roller skate, come roller skate with us.
I'm gonna have to get on some roller skates. It's been
And they have walkers, like you don't have to be out there.
I was gonna say it's because it's as New Birth said,
they got some white PVC pipe. They don't put together, and they put little roller skates on the bottom of that PVC pipe, and you can just go on around. Gabe, even if you ain't been in a minute, you need a little support.
I'm gonna just fall.
You're just gonna fall.
I'm gonna just take my L. If that's what it comes to. I ain't about to be on there
Take it
holding
like a
no
man,
walker.
No, PVC pipe.
I'm still a G. Man.
Like this is what we are doing. Yeah, I know. It definitely it takes you back, and you be praying. Okay, please, do not fall.
I was a pretty good roller skater at one time, but like I said, it's,
back in your day,
it's back in in my day, that
it's been about 15 years for me.
Yeah.
Like when I was in middle school, that was our club.
But yeah,
so we was at the roller skating rink every week.
Yeah, that's where you go. That's where you go meet some people.
Yeah.
That's where you got to get to.
I had my first kiss at the roller skating rink. I had,
first kiss.
That was like regular.
Yeah,
that was like every weekend.
Yeah, that was a place to be.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, it's been like 15 times 3 for me, probably.
Oh wow, been a minute.
I haven't been on skates in a long time, but I have to put it on the.
It's just on the to-do list.
On the to-do list. Yeah, I was about to say bucket, but I ain't want to wear. What's this bucket?
You got more trouble to make. Now, one of the other shows that we did here recently that's fun. That was fun. It was is having the actresses and the actor here for the play that I'm going to be in on the 22nd and 23rd of this month.
Oh, this month.
Yeah, the play is called the 50 Cent Jewelry Store Line. So I was talking to a friend. She's like, how did you get into this? Like, what happened? And I was saying, well, I had told a friend that I wanted to be in a play, and I just wanted one or two lines. And I read for them, and they said, you did good, but we're gonna probably still keep looking. And then they came back and said, well, actually, we want you to do it. And I was like, okay. And so I thought, when I just read about 6 lines. I was like, okay, I can manage that. So when I agreed to do it, I didn't realize that was like it's a part. It's a part. I have a part, a significant part, and I have a lot of lines. I'm in the first scene, the second scene, the third scene, and some in between lines.
You usher when people leave.
Right? Yeah. I was like, woo. I was like, I got all these lines, So that I think I can probably say that me doing this podcast. Definitely, probably helped me in that, as far as, being in front of an audience, even though I know it's just us sitting here, but obviously there's other people watching,
right.
And so I think this show definitely helped me with that. And then as far as, remembering lines and just different techniques and things that, before we come up here, we got to know what we want to talk about, That's
something that we could do too. We could work on having a live audience podcast. Where we could have, maybe have, 10 or so, about 5, 7 to 10 people in here that know how to behave, and get some live feedback to what to the conversation.
Yeah, and we can have the button for when they need to clap, oh, all the emotions that go with
it. So Gabe, what did you find? What was most memorable about your trip to DC, your internship?
So many things. Well, I'll say one thing. I got to sit in a court case for like it's called AMFA. So
It's called who?
AMFA, AMFA, which stands for American Music Fairness Act.
Okay.
And so basically what they're attempting to do is get artists paid for royalties on radio. So essentially radio, FM, terrestrial radio, all of that, they're not paying royalties, like performance royalties to artists. Songwriters get paid, producers get paid, but the artists themselves who perform the song don't get any money from it.
Right.
And so one of the it was such an interesting back and forth between Sound Exchange representatives and like the radio representatives. It was such a wild conversation. Some of the stuff that the radio people were bringing up as to why they don't want to pay artists, it's kind of crazy.
I'm sure.
But yeah, that
So
was
what would be the
probably
number
my
one
biggest-
reason why a radio station would not want to pay an artist?
Well, according to them, it's because they do so much in the community and they give out backpacks to kids.
What?
Okay, so
How about giving dollars to the
Well-
people that perform the songs that they play on the radio?
yeah, but you know what though?
Which allow them to give the backpack
yeah,
to the
that's
kids.
true. That's
On
true.
top of the fact that radio is a $14 billion industry.
Well, okay, now I
So-
have a question though. So when you
Yeah.
say radio, and this is this FM and
FM,
AM, FM
yeah.
and AM.
Any
So-
terrestrial radio.
Okay, it's called it's extraterrestrial radio. I'm just
No.
teasing.
She got me.
She got me too. That was good. That was good.
But I will say that when I get in the car, normally I'm playing something off a playlist.
Mhm.
So I wonder, I've often wondered about the radio industry. I mean, obviously I know there's commercials, but how many people are still listening to the radio, and how to break down by generation? Because if I'm
Yeah.
not listening to my playlist, that means I got in the car,
Mhm.
I was on the phone and got busy, and
Yeah.
and then
still
the radio
counts as a listen.
and the radio was on
Yeah.
at that point,
Yeah.
but I don't just get in the car and say, oh, let me listen to the radio.
Mhm.
Not for me anyways.
Yeah, it's not a lot of people who still do that. But it's enough for them
Oh,
to make
Kim's raising her
$14
hand.
Yeah,
billion.
Kim does,
Kim does.
Yeah. So
do
I
you
mean,
do you listen to the radio?
no.
See,
Um,
yeah, that's
And
so
I mean, like I did previously, like when I didn't have a car that had a Bluetooth or an aux cord. But like, yeah, like not anymore. I don't need to. Like any music
Right.
that I want to hear, I have in my
yeah,
phone.
and I feel like maybe the people who are listening to the radio are maybe businesses, because
Yeah,
they don't
talk
want to.
radio.
Yeah. So you go in, because I know when I go in places, I hear the commercials. It's da 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 da, and you hear a little bit about this. Only thing I'd probably say that I miss out on because of not listening to the radio per se is like when concerts are coming. I typically hear about it the day of
Well, yeah,
getting ready.
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
oh dang, I missed that. They came to town,
Mhm.
So I think that if you're not seeing it come across your social media, it's just not. Yeah.
So let me understand this, Gabe.
Mhm.
Because I listen to Sirius XM a lot. So I think I'm already getting the answer. But and in fact, as you know from our conversations, I listen to either I listen to classic soul and R&B. I listen to a lot of
Country
classic
and
rock.
Western.
Mhm.
But when I'm listening to these artists, they're not
You know,
getting
Dad
paid.
listen to country and Western.
I
Well,
believe
you know,
it. You're a music
I
lover.
have-
I get
have
it. I
a-
listen to it too. So I get it.
Yeah. you know,
Some of the greatest writing comes from country music.
country and
So,
western.
you know,
Yeah, that's why Ray Charles did a country album because
exactly.
he,
I didn't know Ray Charles did a country album.
Stevie
Yeah.
Wonder did a country song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beyonce most recently.
Beyonce,
yeah.
the whole album.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I mean, country really is and you and I talked about that. I
Mhm.
think even when we did the music
Yeah.
podcast, but country is just it's hard for me to call country urban based on our understanding of urban today. But
Mhm.
however, country, for lack of a better description, is just kind of an urban version of the blues. It's just
Mhm.
it's the blues with a twang,
twang, yeah, yeah.
but it's mostly the blues, and
Mhm.
and it's so it is easy. It's translatable.
Mhm.
It's easily translatable.
Yeah.
I think that is his name Chris Stapleton that just
Yeah,
did
Chris
Fast
Stapleton.
Car.
Yeah.
No, that was Luke Combs.
Luke Combs. Okay,
Mhm.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That
As
just
long as
did.
y'all know. I was sitting here waiting for the answer.
Tracy Chapman's Fast Car.
Yeah.
So
I did hear his version. I was like, oh, they redid that. 'Cause I love
actually,
that song.
his version he kept some of her fire, because it took me 5 or 6 seconds to realize that it wasn't her.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're not getting. But when I listen to these people, they're not getting paid.
So Sirius is a complicated mess. So long story short, Sirius is being sued by Sound Exchange right now. I can't get into details. It's confidential information, but it's a lot with Sirius.
Wow.
So it's not that they're not getting paid, because Sirius has a different pay structure than terrestrial radio or satellite. So with Sirius, you're required to submit certain information, and Sirius hasn't been doing that according to how Sound Exchange wants it done.
Oh, okay.
And so because of that, artists aren't getting paid. And so they're not getting paid at the same rate as they should be.
Oh, okay.
So the lawsuit, without saying too much, is centered around that.
Gotcha.
Did Sound Exchange have something to do with artists getting paid beyond 7 years? Because first they got paid for 7 years, and then their money stopped.
Yeah. So
I'm learning, y'all.
Portion.
I'm learning. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So Sound Exchange work with anything that has to do with the Section 114 copyright law.
Section 114 copyright law.
Yeah. So with Section 114, it covers anything that has to do with sound recording. So that includes like pre-73. So like copyright licensing before 1973 was different from how it is today. So they get certain benefits and certain things that people after don't get. So it's it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot that goes into all of that. But each
appreciate the music that you're listening to, because somebody's not getting paid.
Exactly. Or go buy it.
Yeah.
Go buy it. Still, iTunes still exists. I know we've fallen in love with streaming.
Yeah.
Well, no, I still buy my music. I have a friend that comes down, man, you pay for music, man, I got thousands. But then his internet he had to cut off his internet twice, because they'll let you download a few songs, they'll let you download maybe even 100, they'll let you download some songs.
Yeah.
But when you use your IP address to download music, you're being watched. I don't know if people are aware of that. You are being watched. Well, and if you download enough free music, they're going to come after you.
Well, it's a different day too, even from what you're saying, because streaming is covered by whatever you pay monthly.
Yeah.
So that $9.99
and they pay that to another company, a portion of it to help.
Yeah. So basically, how artists get paid from streaming is also another complicated mess. But to put it in simplified terms, basically they're getting paid per stream. So
every time you play a song, they might get
the rate per stream is the problem.
Oh,
right, yeah.
It's probably minuscule.
It's extremely minuscule. It's 0.004% of a penny per stream. So it takes you almost 100,000 streams to even see any money. So again, complicated mess, but I have a better understanding of how all of that works now. Yeah.
0.004 per stream. So Dad, we have a long ways to go. But we'll see.
That's right.
Anything nominal. No.
Yeah.
But that's good information, especially for someone who's thinking about becoming an artist. And, obviously everybody wants to be seen, and they know that, social media is a play to get there, TikTok, Reels, all that. And those, you're not going to get paid for those things. It's going to take lots of views, lots of hits, lots of plays to start receiving anything monetary,
And so we can get paid. We want you to give us lots of views and lots of
I know. So point is that your job is that you need to do, you need to watch and share and share and share. Sharing is caring.
For sure.
So Dad, one thing that popped in my head was, you talking about prior to us doing this, you being, I don't want to say shy, but really trying to think about, hey, how am I going to do on camera? And obviously, he's no longer shy anymore, but how has the show kind of helped you come out the out of the shy box? I didn't say closet. I'm just
well, she did say closet.
Bad joke.
It has helped in that now I have a means to look at myself after a podcast is over. I can run it back and I can say, oh, I'm not smiling. I'm not sitting up. Charlie's calling me old. No.
Yeah,
But
yes.
but I can, I can see myself and I can say, well, this is what I need to do better. It's kind of the same thing after a music performance. You go back and if you can listen to it or if you can watch it,
Right.
So that part of it has definitely helped. Giving the audience more eye candy. Not remembering that they're there.
Right. Yes.
Doing all that.
Yes.
So that has definitely helped. One of the podcasts that we did recently
Uh-huh.
that I thought was very powerful was when what was her name, the executive coach,
Oh yeah, yes. Uh-huh. Miss Armstrong,
Yeah.
Deanna Armstrong.
Deanna Armstrong. Yeah, we had an executive coach on, Gabe, that
Mhm.
coaches CEOs. I mean, top level CEOs. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
She was sharp.
yeah, she's very sharp.
Sure.
But the thing that got me was that she said that everybody needs a coach. She said, I know I'm coaching these people here, but everybody needs a coach.
Yeah, and
You know.
afterwards she's like, I cannot believe you talked about how tall I was. I was like, well, I did.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
she was a
A
height.
tower house
That's right.
in a small package.
That's
With
right.
A tower house.
That's right. No, but yeah, no. Charlamagne asked her, how did she walk into a room big with
Mhm.
such a
Short
a
stature.
short stature? You know,
Mhm.
and
And she was like, I walk in the room and I stand out. And I was like, true that.
But yeah, I mean, but what do you think about that? Just just the everyday person needing a coach.
I think it's accurate. Like, I think everybody needs a mentor, somebody that can give them
Right.
guidance, somebody that's been where you're trying to go.
Right.
Yeah.
And that has the credentials to show for it. That's another thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't tell me what to
she
do.
brought that up.
Yeah.
And you ain't done it.
There's a lot of people
Exactly.
on the internet these days that put themselves out as a lot of things, but they don't have the credentials to show that they have the experience that they're trying to sell you. Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, very, very important.
yeah.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. And this has nothing to do with the shows or anything. I just want to share this with the audience just because I feel like maybe it could have something to do with the show. I feel like what we do is meaningful and people are remembering it. People are remembering, hey, we come on Wednesday from 7 to 8. If they don't catch it, they'll go back and watch it later. Today I had somebody call me and I helped him out 13 years ago. And he's like, you don't remember me. I said, actually, I do. I got you saved in my phone, but he goes, I had came to you and I had been to 3 other lenders. They turned me down. He goes, but you prayed with me and I closed on my house. And he goes, and when I decided that I wanted to purchase another home, he said, I prayed about it. And he said, I was going to go get my old phone to find your number. He said, but when I went to my email, your email popped up. And he said that was confirmation, you know. And
Wow.
so that made me feel good, Again, what we're trying to do here is obviously be confirmation for people, make sure that people think about, hey, they need to come watch the show and get information and know that we're still going to be here. Like we're not going anywhere.
Right. And yeah. And speaking of just being here and not going anywhere, I just want to, for a brief moment, just say that, me, we laugh about me being 67 a lot, but I am 67. And let's, just for a brief moment, because I know we got to get close to getting out of here, but just because we have talked about health a lot.
Mhm.
And I don't think I'm a poster child for health, but by the same token, I'm doing pretty good,
Mhm.
and God built an amazing machine. This body is an amazing machine, y'all. And if you'll pay attention to it, it will pay big dividends. I'm a living witness, y'all. So, and health is different for different people. Some people are allergic to this or that or the other, what I'm saying? So, I'm not up here selling anything except loving yourself, taking care of yourself. That's what I'm selling. If I'm selling anything,
That's right. Yeah. Take care of yourself because your body will respond to you. I made a post a couple weeks ago and I said that your body expresses what your mind suppresses, so if you're
I need you to say that again.
your body expresses what your mind suppresses.
Mhm.
And if you walk around and you're stressed, you're thinking about this, you're thinking about that, your body is going to show that.
Well, yeah,
whether or not your face is breaking out, whether or not you're just tired and sluggish, like you slept all night, you woke up tired. What you stressing about? What are you carrying around that you cannot be your full potential?
I like that. See, I usually just say thoughts become things, but I
Yeah.
like the way you said that because it's the same thing, but
Right.
by the same token, it's that was powerful.
thank you.
Your body expresses
Right
what your
on.
mind suppresses. I like that.
I like that too.
So I guess as we get ready to close here, again, Gabe, welcome back. It is good to have you back, my brother.
Good to be
Yes.
back. Good to be back.
So do you have any closing remarks that you would like to leave with these folks and another memory from a podcast or
Well, not so much another memory, but I just want to say kudos to you guys on what you've done with this show.
Thank you.
Created an amazing thing right with this. Brought some really cool guests on, some cool topics. So I'm excited for what's next. It's been fun producing it. So
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
well,
We've
thank
had
you.
fun with you.
Yeah, and thank you
Absolutely.
for the compliment. It means a lot
Mhm.
coming from you.
Yes.
Kim, do you have a burning thought or desire that we should express for you?
Only thing I remember is I wasn't here, but a show that you had with the young lady, and because of your relationship, you touched her relationship.
Yes, that happened off camera. Yeah.
Bonding moment.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
That was powerful.
Yes. Because when the show ends here, we don't stop talking, we still
Yeah.
keep talking. And so, that was a great show where something was said that, we had to touch on. And that's something that's important, that we get to sit here as, daughter and father, and we have a relationship, and this show has brought us closer together.
Yes, it has.
We spend a lot more time. I mean, we like Wednesday is the top of the week. We look forward
we look forward to Wednesday.
Wednesday. It's our time to talk. It's our time to meet new people. But I've had so many people say, that they love seeing our relationship, and
Yeah.
they love, making sure to take time out and do something different in their relationships.
Yeah, and in fact, one of the moments that we had was with a guest that was had trouble with the father-daughter relationship and was kind of touched by ours. So so it does. I am truly grateful to God for being
Very
able
good
to
thing.
have a relationship with my children because I know a lot of people that don't have any relationship with their children at all. So
Right.
I am grateful. And we've talked about it on the podcast, and our relationship has grown. It has weathered. It has endured.
It's not been perfect.
Yeah,
We've had time where he wasn't speaking to me, and I was like, well, I'm not talking to him. We've had that. But I think at the end of the day, one thing I shared with that lady, and just even with the audience, I think is recognizing who you are and what your role is, and know that you are my father, and that it's important that you have value, you have something to add to me, and it's about listening. And same from my standpoint, you realize, yes, I am your daughter, and I have value, and that you have to listen. And then if we can listen to one another, then we can respect one another. And it doesn't mean that we see eye to eye.
Exactly. No, but I say all the time that the scene from the Christopher Reeve Superman movie where Jor-El told Kal-El or Superman that the son becomes the father and the father the son. That I hung on to that because as I've gotten older, I realized that my kids are teaching me now. I taught them when they were younger, but now they're teaching me. This podcast wouldn't exist if she didn't push me.
Right.
A lot of things wouldn't be if she didn't push me. So and in fact, I told her today that I appreciated her pushing me. So
right. And we push one another, and I learned so much from you. I didn't know that. So we are continuing to learn, and that makes it a great day. It's above ground, it's a good day, but every day that you can learn something makes it even better.
It's even better. Well, the clock is ticking. We're gonna get out of here
It's 8 o'clock
because I'm holding Gabe. I'm holding Gabe hostage. We will be back next Wednesday, same facts time, Same Facts channel. Until then, Charlie, you want to take them out?
Yeah, yes.
just hit
Don't
myself in the
take
face with the
yourself out. Don't take yourself out. Love yourself so you can love somebody else.
That's right. Until next Wednesday, bye, y'all.
Bye.
Hey, this is
That